So we were just talking to Will about the fact that the 100th episode of Arrow will be also go into the crossover this year and so on. Is there something that you hope for Arrow, just for that one episode, during the crossover, to really be, it's Arrow thing, for the 100th that you hope is featured?
No, there's not one thing that I hope. I actually kind of... Ideally, the 100th episode, in my mind, would not be a crossover episode. It'd be a very, very Arrow-centric episode. But at the same time, it is, so that's a moot point. I really hope that we see someone in that 100th episode that we haven't seen in a while. That would be my hope.
Someone you have in mind, then?
Oh yeah, no, I have people in mind.
You want to list them, maybe?
No.
So I heard that this year is going to go a little bit more away from the mysticism and back a little bit more into reality. Got Oliver as mayor, so more, less kind of mysticism. Is that true, that we're going to be a little more realistic again?
Yeah, Oliver's most important relationship in the entire show is his relationship to Star City and what it means to him, and the fact that it's his home. And his father said something very specific to him before he took his life so that Oliver could live, and we get back to focusing on that this year. A show is an evolving thing, and the fact that we've had the opportunity to introduce new shows is wonderful, and I hope that all of them succeed. But Arrow is a very specific thing. It's not as big a universe as The Flash or Supergirl, or certainly as Legends of Tomorrow. Arrow is at its best and, at its most efficient when it's a story about Star City and street-level crime fighting. So we're back to that this year, which I'm very excited about.
James Bamford is directing the first 2 episodes or so. How is that working with him in that capacity again?
Sorry, who?
James Bamford. Yeah, he's directing the first 2 episodes again. How was that working? Having him back doing those episodes again.
I think that I've talked with Greg Berlanti a lot, and he said that some of his favorite shows, had not a renaissance necessarily, but like really hit their stride in season 4, season 5, season 6, and it's typically because someone has sort of breathe new life into the show, and I really believe that person is James. He's directing our first 2 episodes, and he gets it. He gets the show. The action is mean. We are shooting some awesome shit right now. Like just some real oneers that have to be me, and they are real mean, bare knuckle action. And I think that's what we do well. So I'm, working with him is wonderful.
Is there somebody that you're looking forward to work with for the 100th episode? You have, with this crossover that you haven't worked with.
Yeah, I mean, look. Of course, I have a wish list, and it begins and ends with Victor Garber. The fact that we haven't worked together yet really pisses me off all the time. I'm appearing in a Legends episode in the early part of the season for them, and my first question was, "Is the scene with Victor Garber?" And they're like, "Okay, guys, whatever." So hopefully one of these days.
Thank you
very much, guys.